Look at me, I'm
Published 13:54 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 19th of March 2018. Updated 15:21 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 19th of March 2018. Melania Trump took a bit of a tumble on Monday, with the First Lady losing her balance as she prepared to board Marine One on the White House lawn. She was able to avoid a catastrophic faceplant, however, thanks to the helping hand of one special man, her husband, President Donald Trump. He already had his arm around Melania when she tripped, and afterwards the couple were both seen holding one another as they boarded the helicopter. It was one of the rare times the two have displayed public affection over the past few months. Scroll down for video. Last call for boarding. President Trump and the First Lady headed off to New Hampshire on Monday. Couple above on the White House lawn. Meet cute. Melania Trump tripped above as the pair walked across the White House lawn to board Marine One, falling in love. President Trump, 70, then yanked his third wife, 47, closer to his side as she put her arm around him as well. The First Lady made her displeasure for her husband PDA very clear last May during a trip overseas. Video of President Trump touching down in Tel Aviv showed the First Lady very clearly slapping at her husband when he tried to hold her hand at Ben Gurion Airport. Melania was walking a half step behind her husband at the time and managed to rebuff his advance without showing any clear emotion or breaking her stride, while the commander-in-chief responded by using the rejected hand to carefully adjust his tie. It was unclear if this unexpected resistance was the result of any personal turmoil, or simply because of the carpet's narrow size. This slapping move then started popping up every few months. Melania has been showing her face far more in recent months, assuming a more active role in her duties as First Lady. She has also found herself embroiled in controversy, however, over her husband's alleged affair with porn star Stormy Daniels and questions about how she became an American citizen. President Trump announced on August 9, 2016, at a campaign rally in North Carolina that a press conference would be held in the coming weekend to discuss how his third wife, Melania became an American citizen. That press conference has yet to happen. But a little over a month later, Melania posted a letter from one of her husband's lawyers stating that she had obtained an EB-1 visa in 2001 and through that was granted citizenship 5 years later, all on her own accord. This claim has left many puzzled over how Melania would qualify for what has become known as the Einstein visa, which is reserved for persons with extraordinary ability in the sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. Making an entrance, Melania and Donald Trump make their exit through the White House on Monday. Bracing for the chill, the pair were both bundled up against the cold in heavy jackets red, white and blue. President Trump and the First Lady were looking very patriotic in the looks no shade. Melania kept her sunglasses on for the walk despite the grey and rainy weather in the capital. Melania opted for a tweet rather than a press conference in September 2016, taking to Twitter and declaring, "I am pleased to include a letter from my immigration attorney which states that with 100% certainty I correctly went through the legal process when arriving in the USA." The letter, from Michael Wiles, stated that Melania first entered the United States on August 27, 1996 with a visitor visa before being granted an H-1B visa that October, which allowed her to do modeling work. Wild stated that she obtained 5 of those visas until in March 2001 she successfully applied for and was granted her EB-1 visa. At that time, residents of Slovenia were forced to reapply for the H-1B annually, making the EB-1 a far more convenient option for any extraordinary Slovenians. Melania was just one of 6 people from her country who was able to obtain an EB-1 back in 2001, making her feat all the more impressive. In order to apply for the EB-1, a foreign-born citizen must demonstrate extraordinary ability in the sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics through sustained national or international acclaim. Applicants must submit evidence to back their claim of extraordinary ability in at least 3 out of 10 criteria, which were outlined in the Immigration Act of 1990. These include receiving nationally or internationally recognized prizes, membership in outstanding achievement organizations, authorship of scholarly articles, commercial success and holding a critical role in distinguished organizations. The look of love. President Trump and the First Lady shared a glance on the way to the helicopter boots. Melania paired her brown leather footwear with a Chloe coat. The handoff. Melania's chief of staff Lindsay Reynolds handed off an expensive Louis Vuitton bag after exiting Marino. Night is not clear what Melania cited as evidence in her application, as she has never spoken about her path to citizenship beyond posting Wild's letter. Even if that evidence is deemed acceptable, the applicant must then prove they are one of that small percentage who have risen to the very top of the field of endeavor and share sustained acclaim in the field from peers. 2 months after the release of the letter, it also emerged that Melania was working in the country prior to receiving her H-1B visa, with records showing she took at least 10 jobs between August and October of 1996 while still on a visitor visa. "I came here for my career, and I did so well. I moved here. It never crossed my mind to stay here without papers," Melania said in the February 2016 issue of Harper's Bazaar. "That is just the person you are. You follow the rules. You follow the law. Every few months you need to fly back to Europe and stamp your visa. After a few visas, I applied for a green card and got it in 2001. After the green card, I applied for citizenship. And it was a long process." That interview prompted Wilds to initially claim that Melania had achieved the 2001 visa through marriage, despite the fact that she and Donald did not marry until 2005 in Mar-a-Lago. Wilds then changed his tune a few months later, stating it was an EB-1 visa that Melania got to stay in the country, which then allowed her to secure citizenship on her own. Musicians John Lennon and Yoko Ono and athletes Dirk Nowitzki and Monica Seles are a few of the famous names who have been granted EB-1 visas.